Well, I fooled all your asses. This is called the Bathrobe Report. Tonight, my wife and my stepdaughter and her new husband went down to the second largest street party in America. We had a wonderful time. And did you hear that the stock market dropped its ass off? And I saw thousands of people. The second largest street party in America. And the neat thing about it was, nobody was going $4 for a bottle of soap because it was all for charity. You know, man, I'm going to tell you. You can check it out, Evansville, Indiana, the West Side Nightclub Festival. It is second only in the United States to the Mardi Gras. And I live just north of Evansville. I was born and I grew up in Evansville. And tonight, my wife, since I've been sick, it was kind of nice. My wife and my stepdaughter and her new husband, we went down to the Fall Festival and I shot some really nice video. I hope it gets on Fox News, but you know, that's a crapshoot. It was nice. When I was a kid, it was a ritual thing, man. You were down there 5, 6, 7, nights a week, whatever. It runs a week, so, the younger you are, the longer you stay. That's the good news for this evening. It's a reminder that two of the most admirable people I know, plus my wife, which I love so much, we went down to a festival that I've been going to since I was a young child. And like I said, in the midst of all the banking confusion, we saw happy people. People eating way too much. Babies eating corn dogs. Myself personally, man, we're talking about etouffee, and I had me some pork chop sandwich, and it's anything you want down there. And it is Evansville, Indiana, and it happens every year at this time. But misleading to the prompts at the beginning of the show, I want to slip a nice thing in there, because there are too damn many nice things that we're missing in this world today that we could really use. And the Fall Festival and the West Side Nightclub of Evansville, Indiana, that put this on every year, should be commended. Well, to the second segment of tonight's show, it is called Voter Fraud, and I don't care whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, whatever you are. If there's fraud, that means that our system is broke, and it means that the people that are breaking it are bastardizing the system that we depend on to keep us safe and free. In 15 states, and especially my own in Indiana, there is a group called Acorn that I'm sorry, but they're registering false people. I mean, even up to the Cowboys starting lineup. So, but that wasn't in Indiana. I'm gonna start the piece here, and I hope you listen. I hope you enjoy it. The acorn, the tree, and the sprout. 1970 was the worst. Vietnam was way out of hand because the government in D.C. and a nut Bill Ayers and his wife started the Weather Underground along with the Black Panthers and dozens of other groups who tried to subvert this country. I'll admit for a while I was a hippie, believed life in a fairy tale. No shit, I really did. And then it hits home one day when you attend a friend's funeral who was KIA. That's called killed in action. And he was out there, so I had my rights, so I could say my things that I disbelieved. Senator Obama is friends with Ayers. I hate his hate for this country, not the man, because the man is misled. And he has a song by John Lennon that must keep replaying in his head called Imagine as his theme song, forgetting all the blood that was shed for his right to make the statement, we did not do enough to blow things up. We should have done more. I'm sorry, that is a terrorist. That's a domestic terrorist, and that's a friend of Barack Obama. Would you trust the country to a man who's befriended Chicago mafioso and an unprecedented domestic terrorist? How about the pastor of the church he attended? Such hateful speech from the pulpit of the house of God. No, I'm sorry, I don't believe it. Okay, on to North Korea. Just broke another deal. God, is that... Oh, they broke a deal. God, can you believe that? Iran is close to a bomb, and there is Pakistan and India, both new countries, and some of you would vote for a one-term senator that got his political start with the lowest of the lowlife of Chicago politicians. Where are you wanting to go? Into the light or into the darkness of the Democratic presidency? No pun intended. Now this came out, it's called Obama Tried to Sway Iraqis on Bush Deal Vote. In a private conversations on two president candidate pitched delay. Now this is off of, I do believe, Fox News. At the same time that the Bush administration was negotiating and still elusive agreement to keep U.S. military in Iraq, Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama tried to convince Iraqi leaders, private conversations, that president shouldn't be allowed to enact the deal without congressional approval. Mr. Obama's conversations with the Iraqi leaders, confirmed to the Washington Times by the campaign aides, began just 2 weeks after he clinched the Democratic presidential nomination in June. To me, ladies and gentlemen, this is way out of line. He's gone over the line. He's not president. He's running for the job. He has no business doing that. If people do not wake up, we're going to end up in the worst times that America has ever seen. And that is the way I see it. And I am your Uncle Jam, otherwise called Steve Lucas. Have a good evening.